Hello, this is Sean Copeland, Chairman and CEO of Regent Bank, and welcome to another edition of Regent Elevate. We're going to move into a new series, but we're calling it a little bit of an audible today. Last time we talked about moving into valuing privately held companies and how to make private investments. We've gotten a lot of feedback from viewers who want to hear about how to move up in their career, how to become more promotable. So for the next 4 weeks, we're actually going to discuss the topic of how to be more promotable. 2 weeks we're going to talk about ways to become more promotable. The next 2 weeks we're going to talk about things that you can do to become absolutely unpromotable. So let's start with the number one way to become more promotable, and that is become the best at your job. When your superiors look out among the organization, there's typically several people that do the same job. It might be accounting, customer service, in our case lending, whatever the case may be. And to get moved up to a higher level, you need to become the best at that job. You need to become the expert. You need to become knowledgeable. Very, very important to become the best. Number two, you got to be reliable. People have to be able to count on you. Now, what does that mean? You got to have good attendance. You've got to be on time. You got to follow through. You can't overpromise and underdeliver. People have to know when they ask you to do something, you are going to do it. Number three, got to have a great attitude. Have to be positive. You have to be someone that people want to be around. You have to be someone that makes others feel better. Management is sending a signal to the rest of the organization when they promote you. So you simply cannot promote someone with a bad attitude, because what that tells everyone else is attitude does not matter. So it's very important that you maintain a positive attitude and get along well with others. Number four, got to be a great teammate, and you need to be respected by your peers. Your peers need to look at you, and when you are promoted, they need to feel good about that promotion. Again, from a management perspective, there's a lot of things that go into promoting someone, and one of those is how will the other employees feel about it? If it's going to demotivate them, if they're going to be frustrated, it's very, very difficult to promote. So you've got to have good relations, not only above you, but with your peers and with the people that work for you as well. And then finally, you need to be sensitive and responsive to other people's needs. As you move up in the organization, your life becomes more and more complex. You're balancing more and more issues. You've got time management becomes a real challenge and a skill that you got to have. So right now, if someone asks you for something and you don't respond, you don't feel a sense of empathy or a sense of urgency to help them, they're going to feel like you're probably going to do that as you move up as well, and you're going to be less likely to be promoted. So be sure to be sensitive and responsive to others' needs. Next week, we're going to continue this, and we're going to talk about the last 5 ways to be promoted. So I hope you've enjoyed this information. Thank you so much for joining Regent Elevate, and we'll talk to you next week.